Yes, without further ado, call the meeting of the Rotary Club at the Bountiful Sunrise, August 29th, 2018 to order. Welcome one and all. I'm having technical difficulties, as you probably all can determine. So we're still in summer, and it's still good, right? It's still good. We may not have a lot of sun, but we got something. But we're going to have a pledge, and we're going to have a special pledge today. First of all, I'm going to ask Mark to say our pledge today because Barbara is not available. First of all, we have to lower our flag to half mast, but then we have to raise it to full mast. But then we have to lower it to half mast. Mark, face the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
God bless the United States of America. All right. Let's see. What do we got? Greet your neighbor. Come on. What do you think? Hey, Bill. Okay, folks, we're going to have a daily ditty. We're going to have a song of the day by a mystery guest, none other than Citizen Bill. Yay! Good morning. Photographing.
Good morning, fellow returnees. Actually, I had considered, in honor of Senator McCain, singing the Navy hymn, but I didn't get a chance to Matt ahead of time and get the words up, and I was afraid that not everyone would know it, so.
We all were legitimate.
I was in the Air Force, yeah. But we will keep him in our thoughts and prayers. What we will do instead is sing In the Good Old Summertime. But I need some assistance, so Kathy, come on up here.
Kathy. You don't need to sing. You are my visual prop.
In the good old summertime, in the good old summertime, strolling through the shady lane with my baby mine. Hold her hand and she holds yours, and that's a very good sign that she's your tootsie wootsie in the good old summertime.
Thought du jour, Mr. Fell.
Glad I didn't stay up there.
Oh, we got, you all right there, Michael?
I'm fine. I'm just waiting for silence to prevail. Peace and tranquility. Okay, here's the thought from Mahatma Gandhi. You never know what results will come from your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results.
You're here.
Just that simple.
Just that simple. Thanking our greeters, dear Louis, Mr. Keyser, thank you. Muchas gracias, senor. My team, Scott, Pam not being here, but we will have an able replacement, I'm sure, who will step forward. Toot sweet. I will. There, Marty.
New 18. The 18
All right, okay. Visiting Rotarian.
Yes, we have
Sorry.
one. It's Mia Del Crit.
Mike McLaughlin.
She's here. And I'll let you introduce your guest. How's that? Oh, there's the mic.
Great. And my guest today is Tony Beal. She is our new district superintendent for the high school district.
Not to say only one.
Only one. Guests? Do we have guests? Guests. Charlie.
Today, our speaker is Jeffrey Schmidt from the Sebastopol Entrepreneur Project. He's the guy with the laptop working out some details. And Dave White, who is also with the Sebastopol Entrepreneur Project.
Hello.
And our wonderful exchange student, Madeleine de Lange.
Good morning, Madeline. Hold up that tennis racket. Yep. Madeline.
Okay. This weekend, I went to San Francisco, first time. So that was of course a big thing. And it was really nice. We saw I went with two other exchange students. So yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, what did you see, Madeline?
Well, the Golden Gate Bridge, of course. Well, we had to go through. And of course, like I don't know the name. The train thingies?
Oh, the trolley cars.
The trolley cars?
Yeah. The cable cars. Yeah. Yeah, that. So, and the center, we went shopping, so.
The Union Square.
We are girls. Yeah, Union Square.
How many people were with you, Madeline?
I was with two other exchange students. So one from the other club in Sebastopol and the other from Calistoga.
Okay.
So two girls, one from Italy, one from Austria, and with David and Susan.
Right. David would know where to take it. How was that, David? Where did anything to add? Where is our DMR?
I don't have anything to add.
Okay.
We had a good time. We went,
if you love flowers, go to the conservatory in Golden Gate Park, and that dahlia garden is exquisite and beautiful. You can see the photos, they're up there
Right,
now.
you see the photos right up there?
Yeah, I met Madeline and her friends at the Golden Gate. Maybe we'll email them out.
Yeah. Any other visitors? Okay, so you be the judge. This is our little daily or weekly instruction about the law. So federal jurisdiction is limited jurisdiction. Federal courts only have jurisdiction, what's called subject matter jurisdiction, over a limited number of things under our Constitution. One is a federal question, like the Constitution and any federal laws. The other is diversity jurisdiction, where the plaintiff is one from one state and all the other defendants are from other states. It has to be complete diversity, and that gives the federal courts jurisdiction. There's certain other matters that the court has jurisdiction over, for example, maritime claims and limited other claims. But that's the way our system operates. States have general police powers, and generally they handle matters related to state law, and most matters that arise in the union.
And the president can't pardon state criminals. That's right.
The president cannot pardon state criminals, and so there are differences between federal courts and state courts. Federal judges have appointments for life. And you have to impeach them if you want to get rid of them. And there's some senile judges on the bench. And there's also a unanimous jury requirement. In other words, unless you get a unanimous jury, you don't get a verdict in federal court. In state court, at least in civil matters, it's 9 out of 12. So there's some significant differences between California and federal court. Birthdays, anniversaries. Ryan! Aug 30.
Mr. Wallet. Yeah, it is August 30th somewhere right now.
So I was just in Poland. It is August 30th there. It was a great time. But for this week, my wife and I are going out Friday night. Some high school friends in Napa Saturday. That's pretty much it. And every birthday, I run the Santa Rosa Marathon. That was Sunday.
Cool. Good on you.
So that's 54
Wow.
still.
Awesome. Is that your right birthday? Did I get that right?
That's right, yeah. 30 years old.
Which race?
54, and this is door prize today.
Oh, door prize. Door prize.
And if anybody wants to share it, it's my birthday.
I want to.
How's that?
Can we open it right now?
Pass it around.
Larry, do we have any tomato juice? Very good. Look at that. September 1, Chris. ¿Dónde? Tell us a little bit. Any plans? You're on.
Well, thank you, everybody. I've been lucky enough to have my birthday on Labor Day weekend almost every summer, so always a good time on Labor Day weekend. Plan on going out with some friends on the river, seeing some live music.
You know, can you tell us a little bit about your plan to, I guess, go to South America and inquire into and help countries or people down there clean up a river or rivers? A little bit about that. This is part of our international committee. It's just a wonderful thing Chris is planning to do.
Well, I've been partnering up with South Rico. You may have seen it, the article in the latest Rotarian. So he's kind of doing a lot of the international work, and I am going down to Ecuador in November for 2 weeks, and I plan on following up on a couple of projects that we've invested some time and money into. And I'm working with our committee to find out who those people are down there. And then I have been working with 2 different groups down there, just networking on social media mostly. And then last time I was there, I connected with 2 environmental groups that do beach and river cleanups, and I plan on working with them along down there.
Thank you for doing that, Chris. And I must say, this is the power of Rotary, and I appreciate and thank your committee members. PJ, you're on that committee, right? The International Committee, and Jerry and Barbara. And what Rotary does internationally is just phenomenal. And obviously what we do here domestically too has real-time impact. So thank you very much, Chris. Who else do we have? Richard Ruge, our absent Richard Ruge. Heart and soul of Richard Ruge, August 30th. Larry, can you step out for a minute? Larry.
Come on, Larry.
Larry, is it your wedding anniversary? Is that still current or no?
I guess so. I mean, currently somewhere. So yeah. I guess that is this weekend or something.
Yeah, wait, so are you going to cook a wonderful 10-course dinner for your wife?
I don't know. I think I'm just going to get ready for work, that's all. Actually, I do have to work for it, because it's Monday, huh?
Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you, sir.
Appreciate your wonderful food fare that you prepare for us.
Yeah.
Rotary Fire Relief, keep it in mind, apparently they have the complex fire more or less 90% contained, sometimes less. So that's a good thing. If you want to give 5130, I'm sure there's much need still. Announcements, Interact, barbecue, still waiting for that. September 7, Marty's place. Marty, can you say
Okay, yes I will. We are going to have First Friday at my house. The doors open at 5:30. The president is going to have a martini bar. Okay, we have a martini bar. Larry is going to do chicken and a potato salad for us. And so if I can get people to bring side dishes and dessert, that would round out the evening, and you're all invited. You won't notice one thing when you come to the house. I had some termites in the very front, and so they came out and fixed it. And as you know, I'm very colorblind, and so I got paint to repaint what they had put up. And I went back and looked on the street, and it didn't match. So hopefully I will have someone that knows how to pick. I did find the right paint. It was not white, it was almond, they call it. But, so you may still notice, unless I get it painted, that I have a big white streak in the front of my house. But,
What's your address for me, Sue?
240 Frankel Lane. It is off of Regal Road, cul-de-sac there, and the numbers are completely, it starts at 1800 and goes to the 200s. I don't know, apparently the house, the section was built in two different sections and the numbers are completely different, but 240 Frankel Lane off of Regal Road.
Thank you, Marty. October 13th is our brew bash. Terry, can you say a word or two? It's coming together very nicely.
Sure, it is starting to come together, and thank you, Matt.
Did you want to mention the
Yes, I do.
The matching?
Yes, I do. I want to. Tickets are ready to sell. I got some tickets today. I can give you. We'll have the real tickets next week, but we're ready to go. We're half a dozen to 10 breweries, a couple of wineries and a cidery, and our food is panzarella meats with sausages and Gerard's paella, going to paella with the vegetarian option as well. One of the special things that happened this past week is one of our members has offered to purchase 30 tickets in a challenge grant. That challenge grant is he and his wife will purchase 30 tickets to go to fire victims and survivors, well, would have to be survivors, and would like to ask you to consider when you sell your 2 tickets or buy 2 tickets, buy one more at $30 or $35, and we'll get yet another fire victim. But PJ, would you like to talk about that?
Folks, ever since last October, we're coming up on the anniversary of the dreadful fires that came through our county and Lake County and Napa. And as a club, I know as individuals, we've already been to the various sites and donated from our hearts, and it's been a wonderful thing. But as a club, possibly this might be an opportunity to match those tickets and see if we can't give these to the fire relief victims, have them come to our affair, be a neighbor, welcome them, recognize their difficulties, and offer up anything that we might be able to do for them. The Shed Project in particular was a wonderful opportunity to do something. And this is another opportunity, I think, just to extend a hand and give them some fun as they are in their minds about their houses and their neighborhoods and everything that went up in flames. So that's an opportunity for this club to move ahead with that one. Thank you.
PJ, thank you. For those of you who own or are involved in managing a local business, I don't know anyone, well maybe Brian Bauer, but we have handed out, I've tried to catch you as you came in with sponsorship forms for the Brew Fest. We're not asking for everything you have this year, but we'd like to see if we can get 30 sponsors at $250, because that would put us right where we need to be for sponsorships. So think about it, grab me at the end, I'll be over at this side, and if you have any questions, I'd be happy to address them. Thank you. Oh, Marty has something to say.
Any other announcements? Bruce.
No, I've left on the table one copy of something that is coming up on September 26th. It's a free movie at the Rialto. The West County Rapid Response Network is sponsoring this, and it's a documentary that a fellow picked up a group of immigrants down in South America and followed their trip all the way to the U.S. border. It should be quite an interesting film, and it's free, but you do need to make reservations. So there's one of these on each table. If somebody wants another one, let me know.
Thank you, and I do have one other announcement related to the, just calm down. On November 10th, at the Santa Rosa Golf and Country Club, the Redwood Empire Council, the Boy Scouts are going to honor our sheriff, Rob Giordano, as a Distinguished Citizen of the Year. And all of us remember last October that Rod was the calm voice that was steady and kept the county going during this whole thing, and that he was a great spokesperson You know, easily, if he decided to run, he promised his wife he wouldn't, would have been re-elected sheriff. But the Scouts are going to honor him as the county distinguished citizen. So if you would like to go, let me know and I will tell you ticket information.
Thank you, Marty. You know, I'm really, really pleased that both Marty and Bruce had contributions today, because I really would like to fine them each $15. They deserve that recognition, and I'm going to bestow it upon them. $15 each, so thank you very much, the two of you.
You know, I'm really disappointed that I'm retired. I used to just send in a purchase order for the full amount.
Mr. Hale.